Welcome back to the Comic Book ASM Artist. Today we're doing a video that I have been wanting to do for quite a while now. I am gonna be showing off my various trading cards that I've collected over the years. I'm not like a hardcore collector or anything. The main thing that kept me from doing this video was finding a suitable folder here. I was basically using like a school notebook type of thing and couldn't get all my pages in that one, but I found this one, I want to say for about like $10 on Amazon or something like that, and you can get the filler sheets for around maybe 10 or so dollars, something like that. So that was really the last Elements. You've seen some of these cards before, but there's some that you haven't seen as well. So I'm just going to be going through them. We'll be making some nice sounds all throughout, I hope, with the pages, and be taking some of the cards out and things like that. So go ahead and get started. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. We're so close to that 1,000 mark. I really hope to get there by the end of the month, but we'll see what happens. So our first set we see here is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cards, and these were the first cards I ever collected. I was either like 3 or 4 or something when they came out. And these ones aren't the ones that I, saved from my childhood. I got these later on. I got a full case of them at a Comic-Con at Emerald City. I believe the second year I attended, with my son with me as well. So, and then as I was unboxing them, he was trying to steal all the gum that came with him, and I had to throw it all out because he was successful at getting a few of them in his mouth. So, but let's see the year on these. It says 89, so I would have been either 4. I think I was probably about 4. So Ninja Turtles were very much a big part of my childhood, and that helps to cement my love for them now too. I know a few of these cards were ones that even when I collected over the years, I never saw many of. This card in particular, I don't know if it was because of like the graffiti stuff on it or something, I'm not sure. But I know whenever I reacquired this that I had not seen this card, so. And if I did get it, it seems like one that my mom would try to have us throw out, because she would always try to censor and protect my comics and stuff. And I was always really impressed with the mutation card here with the glowing effect on there. That one and the Splinter one up top. I had no idea how they made it look like that. I was just really awed by it as a child. And I mean, honestly, I still don't know how they do it. I'm sure they do something, and it's not that impressive, but I thought it was pretty cool. I always really loved their cards of them, where it had like the colored clouds behind them. Yeah, and these are all standard, just, flat, cheap cardboard. But I really miss these type of cards, Now you find cards and you get like 6 in a pack if you're lucky, and they're like $4 or $5. They're usually glossier and stuff, but yeah, I remember this card. I would always stare at a lot because, like, the line work on the muscles here on Mikey. I always thought that that was really impressive, the detail on it. Now, see the bummer, even though I got a full box of these, I still am missing 3 of the cards. Number 71, 76, and 82. So I know I could easily find them if I wanted to. But, you know, I would have liked to have had a full set when I got them out of the box, you know. I always love the stickers too. The art from these stickers was what you would typically find on the licensed merchandise for the Turtles. I know, I think I had like a t-shirt with Raph on it here. And then you have the little shapes behind them. Give it that retro feel. I know this was not 90s yet, it was a year before that, but you know, very much in the vein of this style. The common one, of course, this image here. You would see this on everything. I think I had this image on a water bottle placemat that I had. I've copied this image a few times. Right now I have a coffee mug with it on it. This is the most used image, I think. This one's pretty close too. I've seen this quite a few places as well. And then on the back, you know, you have your puzzle card on the back. In the puzzle cards actually make this same image here. Or else I would try to show you that with the, you know, putting the cards together, but since it's here, I can just show this off. There was a period that I tried to get a set of these cards from a KB Toys like liquidation sale they had, and it came in like a small box. But I know that there were differences with it that I thought were strange. So on the package it said Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, and instead of having the 88 cards, it came with 66 cards, and all the cards that referenced like the ninja dry cleaning and anything that referenced ninjas like on the images, those cards were pulled. And I found out, I guess it's like in Europe maybe, that the Ninja Turtles are called the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. And I guess over there they even try to take out footage of like Michelangelo's nunchucks from the cartoon and stuff like that, which is why later on you see him use a grappling hook on like the later episodes of the Turtles, because they were trying to have less things to pull out of the show to edit for other countries, I guess. So there's some tension there with ninjas in Europe, so I thought that was really odd. But I do remember that, and that was in 1997 when I got that set. Now this was the second series of the Ninja Turtles cards here, and I don't remember actually collecting these a lot. I think I got like maybe one pack, and it was, you know, towards a way later time period. But if you'll notice, this series of cards really revolves around Usagi Yojimbo, which I was introduced to Usagi Yojimbo through the Turtles toy they made of him. And so I was surprised, and I don't even know if I honestly remember this episode either. So, same time period, I guess. It says 89, but I don't really remember, um, like I said, buying these ones much. I was really with the first series. But I lucked out. There was a friend of mine who they had a bunch of cards they got like at a garage sale. So I got this book, like a big box of them too, at the same Comic Con. But I was missing cards, and my other friend, they had the cards I needed to complete the set. And then we see like Baxter Stockman in here as the Fly. And I didn't like these stickers as much. They were just stills from the show rather than having, original art. And then here are the packages. So the original ones were 59 cents. You got 11 cards, and they were in this plastic wrap. Here's the RAF one. And then for the second series, it was 5 cards for 25 cents. And they switched to wax wrappers. And then if you'll see next, the next ones I got here are the Batman 1989 cards. And the ones I really remember collecting, me personally, were the Series 2 that had the yellow border. And I still want to get those, but the first series I don't even remember seeing so much on the shelf as my oldest brother. He went into a local comic shop and he just bought the complete set. In the complete set at the time, it was the collector's set. So his had the 10 additional concept cards. So yeah, of course, you just see a lot of the standard images from the show, or the movie rather. And then I remember, and this is the thing with cards, they make these before the movie's officially out and all that. So sometimes you get things that aren't in the movie are cards. So let's see if I can find the one I'm thinking of here. Oh yeah, it's towards the end. I hate to blow through these, but you all have seen the Batman movie. But it is, let's see. And now I can't find it. Let's see. Oh, this one right here. I'm pretty sure this scene is in the movie. There's this little girl who asks, "Is it Halloween?" So here's your part here. Four ugly henchmen spot Batman, Vicky down the side street and give chase. And basically, Batman does what he does, and the little girl asks, "Is it Halloween?" while she holds up her doll in front of Batman. So, obviously, that didn't really fit the tone of the movie, so they pulled it. And we have our great finale cards here. And then we have our stickers as well. And let's see. So one set of stickers makes the Batman image. And the other set makes the Joker image. And then I'm not sure if this is actually a like illustration of Prince as the Joker there or not. I always thought it looked a little bit like him, but I could be wrong. And then there's the DC superheroes cards I got. I have a full video where I'm unboxing the whole case of them for you all. So if you want to see that, you can check that out. That is a whispered video. And yeah, the thing that's really odd with this set is, I want to say Impel didn't have the rights to do Batman cards at the time. So I just noticed too they have the full Statue of Liberty there. That's cool. I never noticed that. So this whole set and the ones that follow, they don't have Batman cards because they were still putting them out through Topps, I guess. Yes, it was 1991 for these. And this is a really great set. You can find them for pretty cheap. I think I paid maybe $20 for the box that I unboxed on the show. The main thing that annoyed me with these cards, or not really the cards, but with let's see, they have classic covers too, is that the box shorted me an additional hologram. So here's the ones I did get. Which of course they don't pop very well until you pull them out of the main thing. Yeah, I was trying to remember where I read how many holograms you're supposed to get. It might even say on the pack for the odds, maybe. I don't know. But I will get the other ones. It's not that big of a deal, but... And these wrappers are done with like a plastic, like a poly bag material. And the next ones I got were the Marvel Masterpiece cards. And this was older. I associate this a lot. This was the period when I started to be in public school. What's the date on these here? Let's see. $1993. Yeah, so this was the same year that I started school, so I remember like kids in school were collecting these and trading them and stuff, and I really loved like the high quality art on these cards. These were a big inspiration for me as to, you know, the amount of detail and depth you could achieve with the comic book characters, which I hadn't really seen a lot before. It was very rare. Here's a Bill Sienkiewicz Wolverine, which I still thought was strange as a kid with like the big circular eye with the squinty one and all of that, but it is an iconic card. When I think of this set, I definitely think of this card and this one really. And then the backs of all the cards, you can see they show like old versions of the characters. So that's why I don't have the cards just how I've had the previous ones. If there's content to show on the back of the cards, I like to show that off too. Here's the Captain America one here by Steranko. And I always thought there were more of these cards. It's not a very big set. There's around 90, I want to say. It's a nice Deadpool up here. And I was able to pick this set up for like $10 at the Emerald City last year. Or rather this year, but you know what I mean. And here's the wrapper for it. It's a foil wrapper. And I want to say there was a few other designs as well, but this is the one that I got. Next I got the Jurassic Park cards here. And these were a big thing that me and my older brother would collect. And the strange thing I remember about these was the smell on the cards. It was like a very like a chemically, it was like a sweet chemically smell. And the cards still have a hint of that when I opened them up when I got this set off of eBay recently. The main thing I loved about this set were these cards right here. These were all the concept work here from the Stan Winston studio. This guy here, Mark Crash McCreary, he was the main guy who established the look of the dinosaurs for Jurassic Park, and they're all very well done. You can see the detail in there. Once again, a huge inspiration for me, seeing the amount of skill you can develop as an artist. So it's always an image I really liked. They put it on the Tiger Electronics video game, if you want to call it that. Whatever it is, it's like a. If you just look up Jurassic Park Tiger Electronics, I'm sure it'll come up. It was a portable game system that was not great for people who couldn't afford a Game Boy. But if you added up all the money we spent on those little $10 devices, you would have probably had enough to buy a Game Boy, ironically. And then we have the stickers here. And the stickers, when you put them together, they make this image here. And here is a plastic wrapper for this one too. And there was a series 2 for these as well that had like a yellow wrapper with red inside, but I don't really remember collecting that either. But I want to get some more of those sets from that time period, like the other set of the Batman ones and Jurassic Park ones and stuff. And then of course we have our holograms. And now it's being shy. Trust me, it's cooler in person. But there's stickers too. I always thought that was weird that they made those stickers. And then here is my Batman cards that you all saw. did a video unboxing all those if you want to check that out. I will leave links to those videos below for you card enthusiasts. And then the final thing I have in here is not really that great, but basically when I got these, it was whenever I was working my gas station job through college there. And there wasn't much at the gas station, but when this movie came out, we were selling the cards. So as just something to look forward to, I would buy, packs of the cards off shift when I would work there. So the funniest thing, though, I thought was there's some sort of a contest here. That apparently if you live in Canada, they make you solve math to enter the contest. See, look, Canadian winners will be required to first correctly answer mathematical skill testing question. Include on the card the following question answer. 10 times 2 plus 5 minus 10 equals. So if you live in Canada, you have to be able to solve that to have a chance to win this contest. I thought that was so strange, and I'm not sure why. If any of you know, please let me know down below. One thing I appreciated about the Superman set, though, is that they didn't tell you how the movie was gonna end, and they kind of changed some elements once again in the movie that you didn't see because the cards were made before the movie was done. So we see instances here like Superman is in the black suit for a period. Couple cards, this one, and then this one too. You never see that black suit in the movie. At least I'm pretty sure you don't. I only remembered, I only saw the movie in theaters, but I don't remember him being in that. And then, yeah, the cards just kind of leave the movie on a cliffhanger. And they don't tell you everything that happens. Right here. Yeah, they tease basically like Superman dying, but it doesn't happen in this movie. Take this card too. So, yeah. I do have these Spawn cards. I got 2 at the last con, but they're really long. They're made of the wrapper is a strange foil. It's almost like a candy bar wrapper. But these cards are long. And so they don't fit into these standard sleeves, unfortunately. And then I did get one of the rare cards too. Well, I wanted to do more sounds in this video with like the turning of the pages and stuff like that, but a few of my neighbors have decided that now is the time to start doing yard work and stuff, so fortunately I have to end the video here. I might do a later video with just the turning sounds of these and stuff like that, but let me know what you thought of the cards. I hope to get more of them, and yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and you all have a super slumber. Thanks. Bye.